was louder than I was anticipating it to be. Whoops. Anyways, bring me the boa here. I was trying to do something to, get attention, I guess. So like I mentioned in the last video, this video is going to be talking about what I do to make the bins for my hognoses. You can also use the same type of concept for obviously like terrariums and stuff, but I just haven't been using glass because it's so much easier to take care of my pets in plastic because you can disinfect them so much easier, not as heavy. There is a bit of a buffer, like a little bit more of a buffer with heat and cold and that type of stuff with the plastic, in my opinion, and it's been working well for me for the past few years, so definitely not going to be changing now, but I'll do a video on that another time. I was trying to toss this in to do something dramatic or something that would be like, huh, interesting. Instead it's just really freaking loud, so, whoops. But okay, so and that's why he wasn't on the table, is because I was already anticipating just like tossing it, and I didn't want to like hit him or his bin off of the table. But so this is what I use for my hognoses. It's just aspen shavings, bedding for like rodents. It works really well. Actually, I'll be setting up 2 bins today because Azura I'm going to be putting back on substrate. So I didn't think this through. I didn't have anything to cut this open. I guess this will work. But yeah, I'll always be setting up his bin, and since he's just been such a chill boy, yeah, I know you want to dig. There's a couple other things I want to put in his bin. I want to just kind of uniformly put in all my bins, but I'm gonna have to wait a little bit because I'm trying to remember. I swear it was a video by Snake Discovery where they talked about a good thing to put in cages are those little tile samples that you can get at like Home Depot or Lowe's. I'm trying to remember why or what it was for, what they were suggesting, but I just remembered them mentioning it, so I took like 4 of them, and I have it in my first 2 Andromeda and Percy's enclosures, and they actually will burrow underneath them. And any of you that have gone out herping or have just like gone out hiking and flipped something flat and you see like little burrows underneath, that's what they do. They actually will clear out all the aspen shaving or a decent amount of it and make like a little pocket for themselves underneath. And so it's been really fun to watch that and watch them do it. So I've decided that across the board I'm just going to start putting those tiles in because they're flat. The corners are not sharp enough for them to do anything to the snakes. They are very easily like for Andromedas, I have one on top of the substrate and then one below. She'll dig under either. But that's what I'm going to start doing uniformly for all of my hognoses. Tricolors, not really, because they don't really get out of their humidity bins. Which, speaking of them, real quick update on them while I'm on this tangent. They have actually been like bundling up and like making a ball. And from videos I've seen of hognoses breeding, that's a good sign. That's a good sign that they're breeding. So I'm excited for that. But anyways, back to this. So I think he's gonna sit there on my hand. I'm just gonna cut the top of this open, put a little bit in there. I'm gonna have to scoot back a little. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to reset up Azura's bin, and I'm going to set his up. This is also a brand new thing of it as well. So I thought, well, might as well show people like how I set mine up. I don't get too elaborate with my bin setups. Just an FYI, you can get way more elaborate with your hognose setups. Oh, that's right, this is gonna get messy. Wonder, can you do me a big favor? Can you sit in there for me? Okay. Yeah. So I'm also keeping track of him. I'm getting this kind of unpacked. Wow, big brain moment. Big brain moment. I can just put him here so that this isn't obstructing my view of him. Quite the big brain. I was also told that this is just a side tangent stuff that I'm just going to talk about while I'm doing this. So I'm kind of boring when I'm doing these videos, so I'm trying to let some of my actual personality seep into the content because I kind of just try to stay very professional about the videos and stuff, and I think that if I'm too professional, I become too bland, and if none of my personality shows through at all, I'll just be a very bland channel, and that's not enjoyable to watch. So I am trying to get better at letting my personality show through. In the herping videos, it's easier because I'm recording everything, but I'm not really thinking, if that makes sense. I'm not really just sitting there and thinking of, oh, what's the best way to phrase this. I just kind of let things happen as they happen because, well, you don't get to do it. You don't get a retake. You don't get to take it shoot it again. Hi. Which, I mean, yeah, a lot of these I try to do in one solid take, just so that if just in an effort to try to make things easier on my editor. And since I've been giving him quite the break as of the last 2-3 weeks, just so that I can just get more videos done without having to stress him out. I've been doing a lot of these in one take. I'll reshoot it if I don't like how it looked, but I also just minimalistically hi. I'll minimalistically edit things just because I don't know. I don't know how to edit very well. I've been getting better at doing my own editing, but I don't know. I just want to I went on a completely different tangent. Just realized that. Sorry about that, but videos, I'm trying to let my personality seep in, and it's easier with the herping videos, me out looking for stuff, because I don't get to reshoot. In most of my videos, that's why I went on that tangent. Most of my videos, if I don't like how I word something, or I feel like if I'm letting too much of my personality, my humor show through, I just delete it and start over. So I'm going to start trying to let my personality show through a bit more. Yeah, this video isn't really exciting. I'm sorry. So I'm also trying to add some commentary over me just pulling wood shavings out of a bag. Yeah, that's probably fine. And so, oh, whoa. Jeez, he was loves to explore, but then he, when he sees my hand, he's like, oh, it's time to chill. But as you can see, there's a decent amount of bedding in there. We'll see how he likes it. I might also just add bedding to some of the other enclosures as well. Yeah, bud, check this out. Whoa! Oh my gosh, he actually blends in really well in the aspen shavings. Yep, and there he goes. He just realized he can burrow. And I'll put these back in. Thinking I'll cut these after I'm done with the video. But I'll cut them so that I can lay them on top of each other like rubble and stuff. And debris that you'd find out in the desert. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I try to keep things very simple, very easy to do, just because cleaning already takes me about like an hour and a half, 2 hours, because I don't just clean one species at a time. I clean everything. I just do it in sections. Like I'll clean all the western hognoses at once, then the tricolors. Well, actually, usually it's all the all the hognoses at once, and then all the leopard geckos, and then the ball pythons, and then the bearded dragons. So I do it in species segments, or on like and on like kind of categorized segments. But I do it in one day, so it still takes me like I think the longest it's taken me is like 4 hours. That's because I had to clean the ball pythons, and that was just a complete redo of the substrate, pull everything out, wash the glass, and then put everything back in. So I try to keep things simple just because of that. You can obviously get like, he's going to need to be upgraded bins in probably like a month to the bigger ones. So like what is there is in the ones that are like this by this. So he'll be getting his upgrade, but like all my pets are pretty actually doing pretty well in this setup. So I'm not gonna change anything for me, but I do want you guys to know this is not the only way to set things up. There is not just one way to do things with hognoses. I've seen multiple different methods. I've seen multiple different types of cage setups. I've used multiple types of setups, and it just really depends on what ends up working best for your animals. That's mainly it for this video. Since it's like almost 12.5 minutes, I'll move him and then get Azura up here. I wash my hands in between filming on this video and the last one, just in case Azura has anything, but I really don't think she does. But he will be going back into his corner of the room. Oh my god, hi. So just for you guys to see how goofy my hognoses are. There's Andromeda being herself. Just being a little bit of a goof. It was just her head when I saw her the bin, so, but anyway. No, that does not count as the comparison. So yeah, don't worry. That video, it's going to be its own video. It's going to be him compared to her. So Andromeda compared to the new guy, and the new guy compared to Percy. But yeah, let's get... Yeah, okay, I should have just went the other way. Sorry about that. Here we go. There we go. And now, dun, 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 to get Azura her substrate back. Yeah, I know, you're a cute little tube baby, but you're getting your substrate back. See, she's sticking her head out. She's such a good snake. I love her so much. I love all my snakes, though. So, which also, those of you who have been like, where's my Hercules video? It's coming. Don't worry. I just have to get around to filming the ball python video, and I've filmed so many videos as is. Like, as of this video's recording, I have, I think, 8 videos uploaded to YouTube that are private. Which means that they're obviously going to have to, they're going to be uploaded and turned public at some point. I just have to schedule when. So, yeah. I'm keeping the content consistent. I'm going to keep the uploads consistent. And, well, I'm keeping it consistent by doing a lot of videos in batches. Like, some days I record 8 videos in a day. So, keeping the content consistent. Like after this, I'm gonna experiment with an idea and see if I like the outcome or not. Well, no. After this video, I'm gonna film one that's gonna be in the same vein as the Q&A thing, but it's more so gonna be like my reactions to it, and then there's gonna be something I'm not too sure about doing, but it seems like a fun idea. Yeah, by the way, these like larger bins, they consume quite a fair amount of this bedding. But you need a decent amount of bedding. With hognoses, what matters more is floor space and the amount that they can burrow, because they're a terrestrial species and they are also a burrowing species. Yeah, that should be good. I think that's about where I had hers filled up to last time she had this bedding. And then, like for this too, we're just gonna partially burrow some of it, or not burrow, partially submerge some of it in the bedding. This one we'll just have up on top, as we will do with this one. And then I'm also going to get those floor tiles like I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to put some in here as well, but I gotta stop by Home Depot for that. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video, just setting things up. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been bringing me the boa, like it has been for the past few months at this point, which is weird for me to think about now that I'm registering. That's been a few months. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm still looking, as of this video being recorded, because like I mentioned, film and bat groups. I'm still looking for names for the new guy who was at the beginning of this video, as well as still looking for questions for another part of the Q&A series. And also I'll be having a poll on Instagram. I'm mentioning it in this video. I am actually considering doing feeding videos, like of me just feeding my reptiles. I was actually asked to do that by a few people, and so I was just wondering if that's something that the majority of you'd be interested in, because at least a handful of you had asked. I am going to make at least 1 or 2. But it might end up becoming like a regular thing, depending on how much you guys end up liking it or not. But anyways, back to the outro. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.